Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to memory plan the week of the 7th of February, I think. Week of Valentine's... No, 14th of February, the week of Valentine's Day, in my 7x9 Tilly Journals planner. I'm using the Black Friday Cyber Monday freebie kits stuff from Plannerface. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use Tilly 10 to save 10%. I have all of the things there. There we go. So yeah, that's what we're working with. I'm going to do it colour blocked. I also have my stickers pulled out in my Plannerface reusable sticker album here, and a washi also from Plannerface. As I say, Tilly tend to save at Plannerface, so I have a working relationship with her. I also have these overlays from my shop pulled out ready to use. And yeah, so this is the spread. And without any further ado, let's get the base down. Okay, so whilst I pop the base of the spread down, I'm going to be talking about slut shaming. Slut shaming is the experience of being labelled a sexually out of control girl or woman, a slut or hoe, and then being punished socially for possessing this identity. Slut shaming is sexist because only girls and women are called to task for their sexuality, whether real or imagined, and boys are congratulated for the exact same behaviour. This is the essence of sexual double standards. Boys will be boys and girls will be sluts. Sorry, I should have said before I started this is from You Should Care About's Instagram. In other words, if you're a heterosexual girl or young woman, you are damned if you don't and damned if you do. If you refrain from any expression of sexiness, you may be written off as irrelevant and unfeminine. But if you follow the guidelines, you run the risk of being judged, shamed and policed. Slut shaming is certainly not new. Monica Lewinsky was called a little tart in Wall Street Journal editorial in 1998. White radio show host Don Imus referred to the black members of the Rutgers University women's baseball team as nappy-headed hoes in 2007. Rush Limbaugh called Sandra Fluke a slut after she advocated for a no-cape birth control in 2012. What is new is that slut-shaming has become normalised and omnipresent. I've yet to meet an American woman under the age of 25 who hasn't been called a slut or a hoe at some point in her life. Acts of slut-shaming are easier than ever to accomplish in the age of social media. Young men can anomalously... I can't say that word for it right now. Take photographs of naked, unconscious women with their phones and post the pictures on Facebook without the woman's consent, as the members of the Penn State fraternity Kappa Delta Rho recently did. A university student can blithely and publicly call a 13-year-old girl a slut, as has happened to the rising talent in baseball, Moan Davis. Slut shaming is far more harmful than simple name calling, although being denigrated publicly in itself can be traumatic, as the suicides of a number of slut-shamed girls and suicides of a number of slut-shamed girls attests. Once a girl or woman is regarded as a slut or a hoe, she becomes a target for sexual assault. And if she was sexually assaulted, she may be assigned the slut or hoe identity ex post facto to rationalise the crime and to protect the assaulter. The girl who was raped at a party in Ohio in 2013 was vilified by strangers and peers on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. They could make sense of the horrible crime only by assigning the drunken slut label to the victim. You might think, given this set of circumstances, isn't it preferable for a girl or woman to abstain from sexual expression? Putting aside the sexism of this point of view, since boys and men never have to face this decision, it actually makes no difference if a girl or woman is sexually active or even utters any expression of sexuality. She can be called to task simply because she is female. Ashley Judd recently twittered an innocuous comment during a baseball championship game. She wrote, "I think Arkness is playing dirty," and she was harassed online as a result. People sexualised, objectified and threatened her with sexual violence because she expressed an opinion. Clearly, sluttiness to some people indicates a woman who asserts herself sexually or not. Yet embracing the slut identity is also not necessarily a panicker. A number of teenage girls and young women I've spoken to have referred to themselves as sluts to indicate that they are comfortable with their sexuality, trying to wrest control over the term for themselves. But this strategy backfired. Several were sexually assaulted, and women of colour face even greater risks because many white people are influenced by the racist beliefs that women of colour are inherently sexually wild and therefore deserve to be shamed. As we've seen, slut shaming is not really about women's sexuality. It is grounded in the brief belief that men get to insert themselves and women do not. It may be getting a lot of attention these days, but slut shaming is really just a catchy way to signify old-fashioned sexism. Okay, so that is the base of the spread down. So I'm going to be colour blocking this spread, which is going to be good fun, I think. So I'm actually going to be a little bit unusual, and I'm going to start off the week with Thursday. And I know that sounds random, but it's because it's the same colour of the sidebar, and that's just like how my brain works best for these spreads. So I'm actually going to stay zoomed out for this, but I will zoom in a little bit more than we currently are. Maybe to like, oh, maybe we can get all of the days across. Not quite, but nearly. But we'll focus on Thursday for now. In fact, we'll just zoom in and move the planner a bit as we go along. So there we have Thursday, nice and focused in the middle. Beautiful. So I'm gonna get started. So yeah, it's a bit, I know it probably seems a bit random that I'm starting with Thursday, but I like to work my way through the colours. So I'll have done the two that are the light pale pink, and then yeah, that's what works better for me when I'm doing colour block spreads. Not so much with this kit because I can't just pull all of the things of that colour, because I'm going to use this kit again next year because of the amount of full boxes and everything. So it doesn't quite work as well, but normally when I'm doing a spread like this, what I do is I'd pull out all of them, the boxes of this colour, put them to one side, and then work through everything I was putting down and use that to, you know, pull out my stickers. So it works well, but it is just a different way of doing things. So, but obviously I can't do that with this kit because there's going to be too much left over. So Thursday started off with my morning routine and work, which I think is how most days this week start. So I've just got those to mark in at first. Then there was a debate, an argument type thing with one of the nurses at work, the respiratory nurses, about NIV. Then I drove to York because I went to see Evita with my mum at the theatre. So I've just got a movie marquee to mark that in, and with mum. So yeah, we saw Evita in York. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. Then I walked back to my car. I wasn't parked in the same place as mum, and I was just freaking out a little bit because it was late at night and I was walking as a lone female in a city. But it was fine. And then I'm just marking in that I was really tired. And that is already Thursday done. So next we're going to do Monday and Friday, and I'm going to do the same thing in that I'm going to pull out like all the purple stickers for the 2 days. Okay, so we'll start off with Monday, I think. And again, just pop in all of the boxes, and this is just a spacing thing. I just find this the easiest way to work out my spacing. It started because I wasn't used to not putting text in, because what I used to do a couple of years ago is I used to put text in my memory planner, and how I'd work things out is I'd just leave whatever space I had left for text, so it didn't matter as much. But now I don't do that. I need to work out the spacing a bit better. So it's just a case of, this is a good way to work out the spacing as you go along. So all you have to do at the end is just line things up, and it helps if you actually put things in straight and not super wonky, and also in the lines. Good. Sorry, we could come more into the centre of this page while I do this. So I actually got a little bit too much space left here, so this is like a good example of why I do this. So my options are either leave this so it's got absolutely tons of space that it doesn't need, or I just need to spread things out a little bit more, which is what I'll do. So I'll just go down and move everything down a little bit, and that will hopefully fill in the gap nicely and allow me to you know, not do anything. I know like Anna from Plannerface doesn't do this. She just would fill the gap with a strip of washi from the kit. But I don't know why I do it like this, but this is how I do it, and it works for me. So yeah, just got bigger gaps between everything, and it may look a little bit gappy, but it's fine. I could also pull in a divider. The gap at the top is still too big, so I need to spread out a bit more. Oh, why? I think it's just important to find your method of what works for you for doing spreads and your spacing, because it does vary from person to person. And I've learned a lot better what fits where, but it's just a case of that doesn't always 100% line up. So sometimes you just have to play with it and make it work, like I just have eventually. Whew. So, similarly to the other day Friday, we're going to start off with morning routine and work. Oops, I've made this planner really wonky doing that. So I have both a icon and a sticker for both of those to pop in. It's got morning routine there and then work. I was having a rough day at work that day, so that's just what I'm going to mark in, that it was a shitty day. Then I finished work late, so I went to my parents for dinner. So I think that's actually a little flat lay from the kit. But anyway, we've got dinner in there. Then I worked out something to do with washi and watched some TV and did memory planning, and that is Monday. So on to Friday in the same respect, because we're using the same colours, so I do just do them at the same time. So this is again my other purple day. So we have sleep in to mark in first. Again, I'm just going to go through. This is like the darker purple. And again, it's a case of working out whether the spacing is right before I do anything else, which I think it's going to be, because there's 8 things to mark on this day, which is like almost too many to fit a full box in with. But I am going to try and do it, and I think it will just about work, but I've left a bit too much of a gap at the beginning after Monday was so spread out. I was like, oh, maybe it'll need to be spread out. It doesn't. So we'll just go back up and move these sticks up. This is much easier with this sticker paper because this is removable matte. I don't generally use removable matte, I generally use premium matte, but even with premium matte, it's not that hard to adjust the stickers immediately. It's more like after a couple of days that it's harder to move the stickers. So actually, this is no harder than ever. This is not that much easier than it would be with premium matte. Sometimes you get a bit of tearing with premium matte, but it's kind of fine. It works out. At least I think it does. So I've put this flag at the bottom the wrong way around. It should be the other way up. But that's fine. So let's actually put in what these things are. So I slept in on Friday and then didn't do my morning routine. I was, as I said, absolutely exhausted the night before, so sleeping in was much needed. Then I was at work. Then for once I was with Kate, who I work with sometimes. I've been on my own all week, so it was quite nice. Then I was in my head. I binge watched some TV. I pulled stickers for filming. Somebody wound me up a little bit, so I was just going to mark that in with this little devil head, and then I did some diamond painting. I was just in an irritable mood, really. I think that's why that person annoyed me. But yeah, so that's Monday and Friday in the dark purple. So we're now going to move on to the bright pink and Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday and Saturday. So I really like colour blocking. I don't know why I don't do it more often. It's honestly, it's one of my favourite ways to put together a spread, colour blocking. I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous without much effort. And I know a lot of people don't colour block their sidebars, but I think it makes your spread pop even more if you colour block your sidebar. Whereas I think a lot of people are just like, nah, it's too much effort. But it's not really. And I know a lot of kits aren't set up to colour block your sidebar, so you might need some functionals to pull in. But honestly, it looks so good when you do it, that I just think it's worth it, no matter like having to pull in functionals, because I quite often pull in functionals for my sidebar anyway, just because of the way I plan, so it doesn't make that much difference to me. So Tuesday, had my morning routine and work. If we hadn't gathered, that's what we're marking pretty much every morning. Why not? Then we moved on to a new computer system at work, and it was stressful AF. So this is just to mark that, and because of that I got quite a bad headache. And then I went to guides in the evening, so I just got guides like that, and that whole box wants centering a bit better so that it looks not shit, basically. So we went to guides, just marked in there, and then I watched some TV in the evening. And that's Tuesday. So on to Saturday, which we're going to pull the plan across here for. In the same respect, we start with my morning routine. And Saturday and Sunday, obviously, I haven't got a full box for. So we'll see how my spacing goes, because you never know. I don't know. I'm getting there. Like, I don't know. I just think because you want the appropriate sized stuff for the boxes, it's quite hard to balance the appropriate sized stuff for the boxes whilst appropriate, like, to fill the space. So it's just that careful balancing act. So here I've only got 4 things left to mark and not that much. Plus, I actually think what I'm going to do here is we've got do, middle, do. Sorry, I'm just working out some spacing issue by making this work better, because what I've got here is I've got a flag with this. I think what I might actually do is pop the flag underneath it like that, and then it fills up the space nicely. So, as I was saying originally, Saturday in the morning I did my morning routine, and then I packed planner orders. So I've got a little girl packing orders and a pack order script. Cute. I then had my haircut, just going in there. Then Sophie sent me a really lovely message, so I just want to pop that in. Then I was really exhausted and struggling, and then I got some bad news about a friend that I can't really share, but I was just there. Then I was lazing on the sofa, feeling poorly, and then I did some memory planning whilst watching TV, and I've lost my TV script. So maybe I'll just, is there one left in the kit? No. So I just need a TV sticker of some variety. That'll do there for memory planning. And that is Tuesday and Saturday. Okay, so we've just got the last 2, Wednesday and Sunday, to go. And this will be in the light purple colour. Okay, so last 2 days to squidge in. Let's just centre Wednesday a bit better before we get started. I always find Wednesday the hardest to put stickers straight on without the fold that I normally do, so we're going to actually do the fold that I normally do. It's really hard because of the, like, I make an oversized coil on purpose because it helps me to, like, have your planner not bulk up to an unreasonable amount of bulkiness by the end of the year. The coil fits perfectly by the end of the year. I'm spreading these out quite a lot because I've only got another 4 things to mark, so I feel like I need to have a bit more gappy gap than I normally would. 2, 3, yeah. Because I feel like that is still, I've only got 2 things to mark in that last space. I feel like it's still too much space. There's not a lot I can do about that because they are pretty gappy as is. So we may have to pull in a divider for this Wednesday, but we'll see in a second. So first things first, we're going to mark exactly what we've marked most mornings. I should probably make this a bit straighter. You can see through these day covers really badly on camera, but you can't really in person. It's really funny. I might Tipex it out though. I might peel them up and Tipex out the days of the week in a second, just because of how bad it looks on camera. It really doesn't look that bad in person. It's almost amusing. So yeah, morning routine and work. Then I was looking for wedding kits, which there is a distinct lack of in the world. But yeah, then marking in that I was really tired. I've got my actual wedding week kit sorted, but then lay on the sofa basically feeling sorry for myself, not feeling 100%. Binge watched some TV and got an early night. And that is the first half of the week finished. Cute. So let's look at the Friday and we'll unfold for this and come over to Friday. So on Friday, similarly, got morning routine to mark in. I just like to mirror it from the day before if we can. I just think it looks better like that. I don't think that's very straight, so I need to straighten it up in a second. Better. Then I have this to pop in, which obviously we put on the sticker because it helps spread out a bit. It helps with the spacing. but we'll see how we get on. Yeah, I've only got 4 things left to mark and a lot of space left, and even though one of them's a half box, it's still not gonna fill up this space, so I should probably stop and work out what I'm going to do about it. But I've just realised I went to the opticians on this day and I haven't marked that in. So I'm going to put that near the top of the day and we'll just pull everything down and hopefully that box will make it work. I think it's because I made these memory notes quite a long time after it and I've forgotten that I'd been to the opticians until just now. So let's just make that work out, because it will. That'll leave us the perfect amount of space up at the top. It does mean I'm probably going to have to turn around my morning routine sticker, so it's going to have to be the same as the day before, but that's kind of okay. It is what it is. We'll just pull all of this down. And then it should work okay. Actually, I'll leave that box for the opticians and I'll pull in another for what I was going to mark in that box. And there we go, beautiful. And then we just need to turn this around and pull out an optician sticker in a second, but that's fine. So what we were going to mark in actually is morning routine. As I said, that first box is for the opticians. Then feeling poorly. Oh, sorry, that's meant to be that. Feeling poorly. Binge watching TV. Trying to sort out the hotel for our wedding. Our ombudsman case being agreed upon in a way that we are happy with. Thank you, finally, BT. Not that you really had any say, but had a nap, did a load of wedding planning because I really wasn't feeling 100%, so it wasn't a very productive day. So we've got wedding planning and then watched some TV. So the only thing I need is an optician type sticker. And I don't really know what to use for that. I've got these doctors that have a glasses on, so I'm going to go with one of those stickers for that. And that is the whole spread. So let's zoom out and have a little look proper. So that is the spread before the pen. There's absolutely tons left in the kit, so this will be used again next year in February at some point. So I'll pop this into, I'm not going to pop those two in because I've got the like 2 full boxes there. I'll pop these all in to my kit storage to use next year. One of the spreads will need 2 bits of pulled in washi, but that's kind of fine. Yeah, so that's that. So let's now speed up and quickly write everything in. So whilst I'm writing everything in, it's time for our weekly check-in. How are you doing? Is life going your way? Or yeah, let me know in the comments down below. I'm struggling at the moment, to be honest with you. I'm not having the best time, but it is what it is, and I will get there in the end. But it's fine. It really is. It's really okay, but it's not the best. But yeah, things will get better again, I'm sure, as they always do. Okay, so that is it for this plan with me and this spread. I'm really pleased with how it came out. I always do love colour blocking. It's a bit of a thing at the moment. I colour blocked the week before, and this is probably one of my favourite spreads ever with the January mystery kit. It's just so stunning. I love that spread so much. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Let me know down below how your Valentine's Day was. We obviously didn't do very much together because I was late home from work and then he went to a night shift. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Comment like down below if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.